those 4 minutes.
Larsral.
Never balks
All right,
at issues
trying to
from
make
which
that
other
name
news
out.
programs might well shrink.
News now. And we've just received this SOS message. Will Hippolyta Loudbasket, currently on holiday in Uxbridge, please get in touch with a doctor? You are seriously ill. And we're receiving news that gold fever has broken out in the Midlands after the discovery of large quantities of the valuable metal in the River Trent. Water supplies are being exhausted as millions of bounty hunters leave their taps running in the hope that large chunks of bullion will fall out and make them rich. If you want to know more information, phone the Trent Water Authority and say, "I'd like to know how to get gold out of my water." After the break, why the town of Dunstable is suing Tony Gubber for its lost stables. But first, this week's audio pullout. The next few minutes of airtime have been bought by Tab FM, the American station run by the Seventh Tabernacle Church of Reformed Adventists.
The Tab, the official organ of the Seventh Tabernacle Church of Reformed Adventists. The Tab.
Hey, you, young person. What do you think you're doing?
There is nothing to do. None of the square grown-ups care about us kids. What's the blinking point?
But there are some grown-ups who care.
There are?
Yes, and they've organized a meeting for all young people with rock and roll sounds, cakes and fizzy drinks.
Fabo? Where is it?
It's at the Seventh Church of Reformed Adventists, Peckham High Street, right by the laundry.
Oh no, a church? Boring.
No, it isn't.
Oh, all right, you've talked me into it. But what will this meeting involve?
Young people, dancing and singing to the beat of the Goombay Dance Band, painting murals about their lives and experiences on walls, not being hassled by adults, unless they really step out of line in some way. Playing ping pong and wearing whatever clothes they like, even slacks. It's up to you. Then after, we'll talk about God for a couple of hours. But it'll be interesting and fun, though.
Yeah, it's just the kind of thing I'd choose to do if I had any choice I wanted. Oh, but hold on. My friends will call me dull.
Don't worry about what they say. It's you who's important. And in any case, they are the whorish sons of Satan who are going to burn in hell.
Oh, great. Well, I guess I'll see you at the meeting.
Protect your property, protect your family, protect your faith. Ward off homosexuals and liberals with this. The Seventh Tabernacle Church of Reformed Adventists Liberal and Homosexual Scaring Device. Scares liberals and homosexuals and consistently repeats the warning.
Liberals and homosexuals, go away. Liberals and homosexuals, go away.
Can you afford to be without it?
$45.89 only, the price of security.
The beginnings of the planet Earth as the heathen unbelievers would have us think it was. Giant fire-breathing lizards, flying shark-toothed air snakes, and an eel with the head of an otter. It certainly seems foolish to us who know the truth about how God created the whole of everything in 6 days. And how did these unenlightened dunces convince themselves of their so-called theory?
Well, they found dinosaur bones in the ground and frozen mammoths in the ice. And I mean, there's reams of scientific and geological evidence to prove that the world is in fact millions of years old.
It could almost be a sketch by Kenny Everett. Can't they just understand that it was God who put this supposed evidence there as a sort of joke, and to test us, of course, to make sure we really believe properly through faith and mysterious things, not because of seductive evidence and the harlot proof. Because if you are a god, that's the sort of thing you like to do, because you can.
Hey, buddy, got a light?
Yes, my friend. This lighter is the light of faith. See how it shines.
Wowie zowie!
The Light of Life lighter, only $21.25. Not to be used for lighting cigarettes, the amusement of devils.
Power of the spirit, transparent cling film. You can't see it, but it's there.
$13.28.
People doing sin. The fools. Don't they know what's gonna happen? Haven't they read the Revelation of St. John? He says,
In the year 1999, the world will be run by a computer called Satan, a clever concealment of the name Satan. And then a huge spaceship piloted by angels will descend from the skies, and all the good people will be sucked into it. And the bad people will be attacked by radioactive weevil insects and invisible vampires, and be spun into a giant web and have their blood sucked out slowly by others. And I'd like to see them sin after that.
Yes, it's all there in St. John. The only way to save your soul is to join our church and book your place on board the Saucer by ringing 0893-77-666. Reservations $300,000 or $500,000 for first class.
On the hour, the audio pullout is now complete.
Welcome back to On the Hour. Stories coming up after the semicolon. Outcry over domestic squalor in Corbridge.
How do they expect us to sleep with all these beds in the way?
Plus, 3 days on and the clean-up continues in Chester Zoo's Antelope House.
I am still shocked. I mean, the blades must have come right through here. The ones that died were the lucky ones. I mean, look at him.
But first, the news. All milk should be sterilised. That's the verdict of a Common Select Committee report published tomorrow. Unsterilised milk is dangerous to the health and causes diseases. When informed that it is already common practice to sterilise milk, the chairman of the committee replied, "Oh well, that's no fun then." Finance news. 5555515 up down.
This is Sports Desk. I'm Alan Partridge. Hunting. Buckinghamshire's radical new vegetarian hunt has run into teething troubles. Their pack of rabbits has responded well to training, but the local children, paid to drag vegetables at speed through the fields and woodland, became tired very quickly, meaning the hunt ended early with the successful but unsatisfying capture of a turnip, 3 carrots and some leaves. Some veggie burgers left in a local garden were liberated by carnivore hunt saboteurs, who left confusing trails of salad dressing along busy roads and railway lines. Racing tips today. At the 3:30 at Tavistock, we go for number 5, Santa's Boyfriend. And the 4:30, the Barbara Bush Handicap, we put our money on horse number 2, Dr. Jeremy Simpson. The going at Tavistock today was good to flimsy.
Alan Partridge with today's sport. And I understand over the weekend, Alan, your wife died.
Certainly. Straight like a bolt out of the blue, as they say. Was just working on the extension and got a phone call, and that was it. You know, she was gone. Certainly.
There's an inevitable psychological backlash which could last up to 10 years.
Yes. Well, certainly I'm hoping it's going to be a bit shorter than that. I've seen a guy for counselling and trying to sort of keep things in perspective, certainly. Keep things together. It's the important thing.
Still, nice to have a bit of time to yourself.
Yeah.
Green Desk.
Green news update from me, Rosie May. Old women's pants. Burning old women's pants is a fantastic and viable alternative to oil-based and nuclear fuels, claims Mr. Philip Griffiths of Solihull, who has designed and built a 12-seater minibus that runs entirely on old women's pants.
Rosie May. And I bet you one day she will.
On the Hour campaign.
Last week, our law campaign exposed festering sores in the flank of public understanding. This week, It's Your Mouth gives you the chance to solve the problem.
Follow the letter of the law.
Is the letter of the law followed closely enough?
No.
How closely should we follow it?
Well, we ought to be right up on top of it, within about an inch of it, murder.
Within about an inch?
Yeah.
At what sort of speed should we follow it?
50 mile an hour.
What in your book is the letter of the law?
M.
Is it big enough at the moment for people to see, this M?
No.
How big should it be?
Oh, about 6'6".
On the Hour, the face of reason in August and September.
Now, if you live in a region, you'll probably be aware of the value of regional broadcasting. Jimmy Tinker of our Let's Look Local unit has this special report.
It's your region, it's your region, it's your region.
Hello and welcome to It's Your Region with me, Jimmy Tinker.
Welcome, hello, welcome, hello.
And this week we're at Target, near Clister, the county town of Loaf. And as I've discovered to my cost today already, that's with a PH, not an F.